Hello, everyone. Dr. Jack Wolfson, natural heart doctor. Welcome to day number 13 of the Happy Heart Month. We are day number 13 out of 28 days. We're giving you the best information 28 days in a row to help you achieve the goal of the 100-year heart. Again, welcome to everyone onto this Sunday presentation all about the importance of sunshine. So we've got a lot to pack in here. I'm going to talk about why sunshine is so important, and I'm going to talk to you how to get it. So again, welcome everyone. Day number 13 of the 28-day Happy Heart event. Don't forget, I'm going to give you the word of the day at the end. You're going to write down the word of the day, and you're going to accumulate all those words of the day. You're going to send it in, $50 gift card, 3 lucky winners, get the triple toxin test, mold, metals, environmental toxins, and you get the review with Dr. Lauren Latanza included as well. So again, welcome to this presentation. Today is not a live, today is recorded. I am traveling on Sunday, heading from Colorado to Arizona to see patients all week. So again, welcome to everybody. Let me jump into the share screen for you right now, and we will get started. And we are presenting. Okay, so again, welcome Natural Heart Doctor and the home of the 100-year heart. Now I want to tell you, again, sunshine is unfortunately subject to a lot of bad press, a lot of propaganda to the negative. I can't tell you why it's occurred that way. I can only tell you that all life is outside in the sun. All the plants, all the animals, the history of humankind, we are out in the sun. It is only the modern day human that sits inside, like I'm doing right now. I'm inside. I was outside before, and I will be outside later, but I'm inside now recording this. And so many of you are inside while you're listening to this. Remember, all life is outside in the sun. No matter what version of the story we believe in, the evolutionary version, the biblical version, whatever it is, first there was darkness and then there was light. The sun was here before human existence. So again, I want everyone to use that as a context to embrace the power of the sun. Now, what is the purpose of our skin? What is the purpose of our skin? Our skin is not just holding together a bag of bones. It's not to apply creams and lotions on. Sure, the skin is important for sweat and for detoxification. The skin breathes. But the fundamental purpose of the skin is that it's a solar panel. The skin, and your eyes for that matter, are built to collect light from the sun. So doesn't it make sense that we need to get our solar panel out into the sun as much as possible? Again, this is common sense type stuff, people. At this point, we can say, you know what? We don't need any studies. We don't need any data on this. This is just the common sense thing, as much as drinking water when we're thirsty or breathing. These are common sense type of things that we absolutely positively need. Our skin is a solar panel. And when I see this, I cringe. I cringe. Number one, because children need sun and all the benefits of solar radiation as much as anybody else does. But then also the toxic creams and lotions that are put onto the children is a problem. Now, again, this is from the Journal of Clinical Investigation 2018, the role of the circadian system in cardiovascular disease. So a lot of mainstream science is picking up on this issue. We want to make sure, again, we go to sleep with the sun down, we awake with the sunrise, we watch the sunrise, and we spend the day in and out of the sun, preferably watch the sunset, and then we go to bed. That is just how our ancestors have done it since the dawn of human existence. So again, our researchers understand that this circadian rhythm of certain things happen at night, certain things happen during the day, and they happen during the day better when we activate things with sunshine. Here's a study from the European Journal of Epidemiology from a few years ago. Essentially, the story is the more sun, the lower risk of death from cardiovascular causes. I could show thousands of studies here today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep it to a few, and I'm going to keep it to the cardiovascular stuff. Days with less sun linked to more heart attacks, which means cloudy days actually increase heart attack risk. There's a problem with that on a multitude of levels. So please consider that. Now, again, we should still get outside in the clouds. We should still get outside when it's cloudy. It's the light that we need to absorb into us. Certainly direct sunshine, less cloud cover, the better. But again, the more time we spend outside, the longer we live. Low vitamin D, very common among heart attack victims. So again, as we look at why does somebody have coronary disease? Why does someone have a heart attack? Why does someone have a stroke? Why does someone have anything? Every study that I've ever seen shows a lower level of vitamin D equals a higher risk of bad things in just about every study. And in no scenario, again, is vitamin D dangerous for life-threatening conditions. Above average vitamin D cuts heart attack risk by 57%. 57%, International Journal of Epidemiology, 1990. Vitamin D deficiency, this is hot off the press from October of 2021. Vitamin D deficiency is an independent predictor of heart attack, myocardial infarction in the elderly. Blood vessels have vitamin D receptors. Now, I'm going to tell you again, sunshine is not just about vitamin D. Sunshine makes vitamin D, and vitamin D receptors are all over the body. So the sun makes vitamin D, the sun hits cholesterol, turns it into vitamin D, cholesterol levels go down, vitamin D goes up. That's a good thing. So the sun makes vitamin D, but the sun also increases nitric oxide, opens up blood vessels. The sun during the day leads to melatonin production at night. Again, so many different things that are important in that circadian rhythm. The heart muscle has vitamin D receptors. That sounds important. These things have receptors for a purpose, and they need to be activated. The back of the eye has receptors, not only for the visible color of light or rainbow colors, the reds, the orange, everything that we see is visible, but also UVA and UVB, which we've been told are bad. If they're bad, why does our skin have receptors for UVA, UVB? Why does the back of our eyes have receptors for UVA, UVB? The sun is always the answer, people. Atrial fibrillation after cardiac surgery in people with low preoperative vitamin D levels. We need to optimize you before surgical procedures. This is 25 hydroxy vitamin D levels and the risk of hypertension. We've known this forever. High vitamin D, lower blood pressure. Beautiful thing. Sunshine increases nitric oxide levels. So as we open up those blood vessels, nitrogen and oxygen come together, they form nitric oxide, and they tell the smooth muscle cells in the blood vessels to relax. They tell them to relax. So again, sunshine will lower your blood pressure. This is a complex slide about what happens as sunshine and that light comes in to your body, into the cells, into the mitochondria, where we make energy and do some phenomenal things. Now, a lot of people are concerned, like, oh, what about skin cancer? Well, let me say this. People with a history of melanoma have a 21% lower risk of heart attack. I would tell you, I would not be worried about dying of melanoma. I would be worrying about dying of cardiovascular disease, the world's #1 killer. Melanoma is way, way, way down the list. But I will show you some other stuff about melanoma. But please understand this. People with a history of melanoma, because of, have like 21% lower risk of heart attack. People with a history of benign skin cancer have a 48% lower risk of dying in a certain period. This is squamous cells and basal cell cancers, which they scare everybody about, but they don't kill people. So let me tell you the sunshine prescription here. A lot of people I see that come to see me in Arizona that I talk to on the phone, what do? I live in Chicago, I live in New York, I live in upstate, I live in Canada, I live in Portland, Seattle, I live in Russia, Norway. What do? I tell those people to move. Okay, can't move. Take a lot of vacations. Can't take a lot of vacations. Well, again, if you're not able to move, like the Beverly Hillbillies, and you're not able to take a lot of vacations, we got to do the best we can. So again, you want to get outside morning, noon, and afternoon sun, or at least light. I used to bike ride in Chicago with a group. The motto there was, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothes. Get the right clothes on, soak up the sun. Get sunshine directly to your chest. The sun coming in, the more we can hit the solar panel directly, the better off we are. The electromagnetic frequencies coming from the sun go into the heart and will decrease plaque, improve blood flow, lower blood pressure, lower stroke risk, do everything that we want it to do. Organic sunscreen, we want to make sure we're using natural sunscreen products. The typical main ingredient or active ingredient is zinc oxide. That is my preference. There are the other ingredients in there are typically things like organic jojoba oil, organic rapeseed oil, organic coconut oil. Sunshine is good, sunburn is bad. We don't want to burn. We don't want to be like me, who in high school and college went from Illinois down to South Florida and got burnt. That was bad. Sunshine is good, sunburn bad. Eat vitamin D rich foods. Animal foods and seafood are very high in vitamin D. Eat wild mushrooms. Mushrooms are really the only plant source of vitamin D. And then after that, consider vitamin D supplementation. And don't forget, you got to take vitamin K2 with that. I do not take vitamin D supplementation in the summer. I recommend vitamin D supplementation in the winter when, as needed. You can also go to naturalheartdoctor.com/lamp, LAMP, and there you will see our recommended vitamin D lamp for you. And that is the sunshine prescription for you on why all the different benefits of eating and I'm sorry, of getting the sunshine. That's really what's key there. So again, embrace the power of the sun, embrace the power of the outdoors. The people who are outdoors, the longer and more often you're outside, again, the longer and better you're going to live on your way to the 100-year heart. All right, well, that was my semi-short synopsis on why we need to get sunshine and how sunshine is so important. I do want to tell you that the word of the day is, where is it? Where is it? The word of the day is wisdom. Wisdom is the word of the day. And again, we've been doing all these words and we've identified that these are the words that really speak to Natural Heart Doctor. These are the things that really stand for us as a company, as a brand, and as a, again, as a team of people trying to get people the absolute best heart health in the entire world. So to that end, I'm Dr. Jack Wolfson, and thank you so much for tuning in to day number 28 of the Happy Heart Month program. And I wish you the best now and forever. We will see you tomorrow with another fantastic Facebook Live. Be well.